Hey there YouTube, welcome back for another episode of Mortal Realms Monday. And this week we are taking a look at issue 27 of the Mortal Realms magazine. And with this issue we get our Stormsire's Cursebreakers. So we get 3 of these chaps and some nice moulded bases for them. As I have mentioned before, I do prefer the moulded bases. And these are push fit models, so you don't need glue. However, I do recommend gluing them just for added stability. I always do with mine. So yeah, we get 3 of those, and as they already come with the 3 bases, why have we been given 5 bases? And the answer to that is these are the replacement bases for the Dreadscythe Harridans. If you remember back in the earlier issues, I can't remember which issues these were, but the first set of Dreadscythe Harridans we got them with slotted bases, which were no good for those models as they are not slot models. So in the follow-up to that, with the next issue that contained Dreadscythe Harridans, we were given 5 regular bases, these type of bases, for the mistake in the previous issue, and 5 slotted bases for the ones in that issue, which again, no good. And so issue 27 we finally get our 5 bases for the Dreadscythe Harridans. Now if, like me, you just put some cardboard over the slot bases, threw on some grit and whatever and trimmed it all down and that, made your own bases, then we have essentially 10 spare bases now. So you know, always come in handy, a couple of bases. And so yeah, that's that. So let's take a look at this magazine, shall we? So this week, we have the Stormsire's Cursebreakers. We get to discover the, I'm not sure how we pronounce this, but I think it's Ossiarch Bone Reapers, or Ossiarch Bone Reapers. And then we get some new War Scrolls and Battle Plan. Alright, so the Stormsire's Cursebreakers. Stormsire's Cursebreakers are a trio of battle mages from the Hammers of Sigmar. They specialise in mighty storm magic, lifting curses and breaking enchantments. Their leader, Averon Stormsire, is a knight incantor, and he is renowned for his knowledge of the reforging process. He has long considered it his duty to find a solution to the various side effects of this traumatic ordeal that all Stormcast Eternals undergo after death. To assist him in this task, Averon Stormsire requested the services of 2 of his sacrosanct chambers evocators, Amis Dawnguard and Rustus the Charmed. Together, these 3 wizards have travelled the length and breadth of the mortal realms in search of lost knowledge or forgotten magic that will help them achieve their goals. Eventually, their hard work came to the attention of Sigmar, who personally tasked the Cursebreakers with entering the mirrored city of Shadespire, in the hope that this cursed realm held the key to refining the reforging process. The Cursebreakers remain trapped in the haunted corridors of Shadespire, searching for a way to break the curse that lies over the shattered city. So they're a bit muffed. Now, if any of you guys can answer this to me, as it doesn't say in the scrolls, these guys are Hammers of Sigmar. Can they be used in other armies? Will they still be these guys, or do you just count them as other guys? I'm not too sure. Like I say, this is my first time going through Mortal Realms and, you know, the Age of Sigmar side of Warhammer. Previously, last time I played was Warhammer Fantasy, back when you had file and rank troops rather than individual based models that could have the 2-inch rule. But there we go. So let me know down in the comments if you know the answer to that. Anyway, moving on. So we've got an Arcane Triumvirate. So we've got some info here on the 3 guys. And then the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. The Ossiarch Bone Reapers are Nagash's will given form. Created from the bones and souls of the dead, they are tireless and without pity. They are led by generals created by Nagash himself. Now these guys I do like the look of, and I think once I am finished with Mortal Realms, they will be my next army. I do like undead. If it's not these guys, then it will probably be Nurgle, because you know, Nurgle is the best. But yeah, so obviously we've got a little bit on the Bone Sarks here, including their main leader. I believe he was created by Nagash himself, so that he could rule the Bone Reapers in Nagash's name. In the Mortal Realms, we've got some info here on how the realms are made and how they exist in these what they call realm spheres, and how you've got all the different realms all the different realm spheres represent different different magics. So obviously you've got life magic, death magic and things like that. So that's a nice little read, that one. And obviously we've got a little bit more on 3 of the realms here, so Ghyran, Azyr and Shyish. And then we have the how to build. Now with these guys, as I said, they are all push fit. However, if you are gluing them with Acheron Stormsire, I would recommend leaving part 6 off. Paint the model and then attach it, because it's a sword and a couple of extra little bits. It goes onto his side and it's going to interfere with being able to paint just behind it. So to make painting him easier, leave that part off, paint him up and then attach it at the end. Makes it much easier to get a better paint job on that. And then with the other 2, their poses super simple, and because of the way that they are push fit, it's much easier to just assemble them straight up, all in one piece, and paint them as they are. You know, you can get pretty much to everywhere on them, so that's not a problem. And then obviously we go through the how to paint. If you are following my painting videos, then this week's one will be on Stormsire himself. I'll put a link up in the corner here, and you can check that painting video out on how to paint him. This is the painting guide from Mortal Realms. So obviously we've got going through the armour. These painting guides are getting a little bit more detailed now, as obviously we're getting some new things. So obviously we've got the shades, using the Agrax Earth shade from previous issue, or the one before that I think it was. And then this is what you'll have towards the end of it. So essentially battle ready models. This I would say is more than good enough for tabletop quality. Obviously the only thing missing here is painting some skin tone on the face up there, but you know, apart from that, they are essentially battle ready. You know, you've got your base paints on there, you've got your washes, and you know, you've got your natural type of highlights and stuff. So yeah, nice and easy, nice simple paint job. Then we have the war scrolls for the models. So obviously Stormsire himself, which is a character model, and then we got the 2 curse breakers, and then another war scroll for the Myrmorn Banshees, which obviously have magical abilities themselves, or counter abilities, as this one shows. And then we've got the get this in. So then we've got the battle, and that is the Scouring. So obviously we've got some little bit of background on that battle there. And then the setup and the models used, again using the Realm of Life battle mat. And you see we are now using some of our scenery that came with our previous issue, so issue 26. So, next issue, we've got the Spirit Hosts, and if any of you guys are buying retail, then you've already got these models, and if you've tried assembling them yourself, then I'm sure you are aware of the pain of assembling them. However, when it comes to that issue, I will go through how to assemble them, as well as a painting tip on getting them painted pre-assembly is how I think I'm going to do it. And then issue 29, we get 2 new paints, or a paint and a shade. So we get some Baneblade Brown and some Nuln Oil. So, with that being said, guys, thanks a lot for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscription button, ding that little bell, and get notifications of when new videos go live. Again, check out the card in the corner for the painting video on the Stormsire, and I will catch you next week. So until next time, guys, take it easy and keep painting those minis.